In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 8 digital and print-on-demand products you can make completely with AI in some really unsaturated niches. Now, some of these products are really not very known, but they can make more than $10,000 every single month. And the awesome thing is, because these are either digital products or made using print on demand, which means you're going to be linking with a manufacturing partner, you're not going to need any equipment to get started, and it's very, very low cost. All you're going to be responsible for doing is creating the actual products, making those listings, and then every time one of these products sells, you're just going to be pocketing that profit. Now, this is a big list, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into those amazing ideas. So what you can do is go to a place like ChatGPT and you can work with it to help you create a very targeted, specific meal plan and grocery list for a certain diet. So what I mean by a diet is people that are maybe doing something like Whole30, or they are on a keto diet, they're doing a carnivore diet, or they're doing a program like WW. A lot of times people are really busy, they don't have time to investigate all the foods that they're able to eat and think of fun recipes that they could try with those, and they certainly don't want to think about actually making a grocery list to figure out what they need to buy every single week. So you can be the person that is going to solve this problem for them by working with a place like ChatGPT to come up with a grocery list, a list of meals that they're supposed to eat each day, and even you could include things like fun recipes. Now, one thing that I do want to warn you against is not just making some generic, maybe weight loss meal plan, because that is going to be way too broad. The market is going to be really saturated for something like this. So if you're going to make a meal plan or grocery list that is really going to convert and actually get you sales, you need to be thinking about taking a very targeted, specific approach. And besides just thinking about a diet, you can even get more specific and do maybe Whole30 diet for a woman in her 30s. So you can get way, way more specific, and that's just going to mean that you have a lot less people you are competing against. Now, another way you could actually make kind of these grocery lists and meal plans and have a lot of success is doing maybe a store-specific version of this. So you could make a keto meal plan for someone who shops at Meijer or Walmart, or like me, I love shopping at Aldi to save money. So you could make a very targeted grocery list that only has items from Aldi. Now, again, you can work with a program like ChatGPT to have conversations and give you ideas about what things you need to include. And you can even ask them to create you a grocery list and a meal plan for maybe a 7-day or a 10-day period. And then all you have to do is compile that information and put it in a pleasing place, maybe like Canva, lay that out really nicely, and then you're going to send that to people every time that they buy this from you. Now, my next really profitable product idea that you could make completely with AI is selling mugs with AI images on them. Now, this is something that I have personally done, and it has been very, very profitable, and it's one of the easiest ways you can get started with selling AI print-on-demand products. Now, all you're going to do is use some kind of AI software, either Kittl or someplace like Midjourney, that is going to be able to generate AI images, and then you're simply going to put that on the front and back of a mug that you make using a manufacturing partner like Printify, who has kindly sponsored this portion of the video. Now, if you've never sold print on demand before, it is one of the best business models because all you're doing is creating the products, and even though someone is getting a physical product, not just a digital item, you don't ever have to touch it. So you're not printing, packing, shipping, storing the items. You are just basically putting the same amount of work in that you would for a digital item. You're making it up front, and then your manufacturing partner, Printify, is going to take care of all the rest. Now, I will have Printify linked down below in the description, and I have a full walkthrough tutorial of how to actually make print-on-demand mugs here that shows you what kind of niches you should be thinking about that are the most profitable, and how you can actually generate artwork that looks really fantastic and professional for the front and back of those mugs. Now, the next digital product idea that has done well even before the advent of AI, but now that we have some amazing AI image generator tools, it's way easier to actually break into this market and create a lot more really stunning items. And that is selling digital art prints or sets of prints for kids' rooms. Now, if you've ever seen advertisements for kids decor or kids furniture, a lot of times they show a collection of maybe 3 or 6 really cute kid-geared art art prints for their room. This is a really popular thing that parents love to decorate with, but sometimes the art that you can find at a place like Target or Walmart is pretty generic. A lot of other people have it. And if parents have a very specific theme for their nursery, they want something that is more targeted and niched down. So using, again, a place like either Kittl or Midjourney, you can generate amazing one-of-a-kind nursery-themed artwork. In fact, on Kittl, they actually have a button you can push, and it's going to make your artwork in that kind of nursery style that works really well for this. So you can create some really targeted nursery art and sell that as a digital download. Now, the way that you can actually take this up a notch and make even more profit from doing something like this is offering the upcharge of both printing and framing this art print. So a lot of times people are shopping on Etsy and then they're really disappointed because this picture or this artwork that they wanted is only available as a digital download. And even though it's pretty easy to go someplace and have it printed off, that is a huge hurdle for a lot of people. They don't really want to take the time to do that. They want to buy something quick and easy. So you can offer a big upcharge to actually do this for them. And if you've integrated with a place like Printify, they have some fantastic both art prints and some framed artwork. So you basically just take that digital artwork that you would have sold for them, that you were going to sell to them, and then you are just putting it actually on that product, and then Printify is going to ship that to them. So you didn't even really have to do the work of printing this. You are just integrating it with Printify so they can easily have this artwork print and framed and sent directly to them without a lot of extra work. And with a digital download, while you making a few dollars profit, you can add on this service and charge quite a bit more for something like this. So it's always a great option to add on if you're ever able to actually print the digital items that you are selling, to be able to add that as well. Now, the next AI print on demand product that is a fantastic one to be selling because it is so simple and easy, but it's really trendy right now, super in demand. People are looking for these all the time, and that is selling AI stickers. Now, personally, this is something that I love making because all you really have to do is generate a super cute image that is very niche down and specific, and then you don't even have to worry about like putting text with it or anything. The image itself is what is going to sell for the sticker. Now, Printify has a ton of different sticker options that they will print, pack, and ship for you. And I actually have a full walkthrough tutorial right here that I will link that has the step-by-step instructions from going from actually creating the artwork to turning it into that sticker. But this can be super profitable. And since these are such a low ticket item, I find that a lot of times when people are buying stickers from me, they're not just getting one, they are getting a few. So this is, again, a great item to add to your shop. It really in demand. So many people are looking for stickers, especially with how popular certain water bottles are right now. A lot of people want to kind of make those stand out and a little bit different, and stickers is a fabulous way to do that. Now, the next digital product that is so profitable and needed is one that I don't actually hear a lot of people ever talking about, and that is creating with AI resume templates to sell on a place like Etsy. Now, using ChatGPT, you can get very specific in asking your questions and having ChatGPT give you the information that you need to put on a certain type of resume. Now, resumes are something that really scare a lot of people when they are applying to jobs. They just seem like they're very hard to make. And so people are really willing to spend money to get something that is really just kind of fill in the blank, where they put their information, but then all the rest of the format is done for them. So what you would need to do is go to maybe a place like Canva and create a resume there, but then use ChatGPT to fill in the career specific information. Now, that's something I really want to stress with selling a thing like resumes is, again, you're going to have to get very hyper specific. So you don't just want to sell a generic resume template. There are thousands of those. You're going to be competing against a ton of people. But where you can really shine and actually make profit is making career or job specific resume templates, because there are different considerations that you need to take for a lot of different jobs. So applying for a nursing job versus applying for a job at a bakery, you're going to want to highlight and format your resume different ways. So if you can take all the guesswork out of that for someone else, that is going to be a huge money maker for you. Now, all you would have to do is go to a place like ChatGPT and you're going to ask it how you should format a resume for maybe a preschool teacher or someone who is going to be a career advisor at a college. and then it is going to tell you what kind of information you need to include, and you simply take that and put it on the Canva template that you are creating. Now, I actually do have a free download for you guys linked down below in the description. That is my niche research guide. This is more geared towards print-on-demand products, but one of the sections includes more than 100 of the top careers in the United States. So you could honestly take that list and you could just make a resume template for all of those top jobs, and those would sell really, really well. So make sure you get that free download down below. Now, the next AI product that you definitely want to know how to sell, this again has been super profitable for me personally, and that is making and selling t-shirts that have AI artwork on them. Now, if you have a Printify account, you're going to have access to hundreds of different apparel items, one of them being t-shirts, which is honestly the item that sells the most in my print-on-demand business. I make the most profit from t-shirts every single month. And again, with being able to create some really amazing hyper-specific AI images, we can really stand out in a lot of sub niches. So like I've said with pretty much all of these products, you don't just want to make a generic, really broad item. The money is going to be in niching down. With creating something like a t-shirt, if you're able to create something very specific, so say a dentist Christmas t-shirt, that is going to be very profitable. But if you go the traditional route and just try to find artwork that fits both of those genres, it's going to be really hard to find. So using an AI image generator like Kittl or Midjourney, you're going to be able to create something really hyper specific that blends a few different niches and creates a sub niche that can be very profitable for t-shirts. Now, t-shirts I love because they are a great gift for people. They're still pretty low cost, but people are definitely willing to spend around $20 for a t-shirt, and that leaves room for you to make about $5 profit on every single item, which is a great range to aim for when you are selling print-on-demand items. I actually have a full tutorial on how to make AI generated t-shirts and actually do all the SEO with like ChatGPT as well. So I will link that for you guys to watch after this. Now, the next AI digital product that you should definitely think about selling in your shop is going to be destination specific packing lists. When people are going on a vacation, a lot of times they're spending tons of money on this. They're doing a lot of research to figure out where they're going, what they should be doing, and they want to only take items that are really going to help their trip be as amazing as possible. Now, this is an area where a lot of people get super overwhelmed. They don't know what to do, and they don't want to waste a lot of time reading hundreds of different blogs and trying to piece together what they should actually bring on their trip. So packing lists are really a great seller on Etsy. Now, again, like I mentioned with all of these, the money is going to be in niching down. So you don't want to just sell a generic packing list for a vacation. That is not going to get you anywhere, not going to get any sales for something like that. But if you can really niche down for a very specific type of vacation or a specific destination with a really tailored packing list, you can make a ton of sales and profit. Now, what I would recommend is creating kind of a generic template for a packing list on Canva, and then you're going to go to a place like ChatGPT and you're going to have it create a very tailored packing list. For example, going to the Grand Canyon in April, and then it's going to list everything that you need to bring, and you can transfer that to your list and make a really custom, one-of-a-kind thing with all of the different sections that people need to think about when they are going on that type of vacation. So you can have very targeted, hyper-specific checklists for all sorts of cities and vacation destinations. And products like this rank really well in SEO too, because when someone looks up something like, what should I pack for my Orlando vacation in October, your listing is going to include a lot of those keywords because it's so specific and niche down. So it's a lot easier for your products to actually get seen, as opposed to if you just do stuff like vacation packing list for Florida. That's not going to do as well. So again, this is a really unsaturated niche, especially if you get very targeted and specific, and a great AI business to try out. Now, the next digital product that you should think about selling is kind of a mix between both digital product and print on demand, and that is selling low content books and journals. Now, if you've never heard of Kindle Direct Publishing before, that is Amazon's program for letting you self-publish all sorts of books and journals. Now, this is really intimidating for a lot of people because they feel like they have to be able to write a whole book to be able to publish something like this, but I personally have made tons of money selling low content books. Now, this is going to be something like a journal with some basic prompts and space to fill in information. Or it could be something like a weight loss tracker or a goal planner. But books that don't necessarily have a ton of text written in them, they're very low content and easy to make. And again, you don't have to worry about printing, packing, shipping any of these items. You simply are making the product one time, and then Amazon is taking care of the rest. Now, the way that this is very passive and easy to do, especially if you don't have any experience making any kind of books, is using a tool called BookBolt. And BookBolt, it's going to help you generate covers, and it has all sorts of different inside pages that you can use. So it's going to have things like coloring pages, it has puzzle pages, it has tracker pages, it has diary pages, spending habit trackers, all sorts of those insides. You can simply make a cover with AI, and then you can choose whatever insides that you want to add to that. These are fantastic sellers, and again, you can get very hyper specific with this. I actually have a full tutorial on making these kind of low content books if you want more ideas of how you could actually go about doing this in a really profitable way. And if you want even more ideas of some of the most profitable products for 2024 in print on demand, I definitely recommend watching this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.